In order to make the job for the plumbers as easy as possible, I want to remove all the concrete that needs to be removed before they come. In order to do that, I need to first cut the concrete in various places. Because of the noise that is involved in cutting concrete, I wanted to do this on a day when Kathy wasn't home. I was in town for a meeting on this particular morning, and as I didn't have anything specific planned for the afternoon, I decided that while I was there I would grab the concrete cutter and get the job done, which is what I'm doing here. These machines are not light, and as such I am quite pleased that, for the most part, it sits on the ground when in use. My shoulder muscles were a bit tight the following day, but came right after a couple of days with therapy of some heat. While I have the saw, I cut the concrete behind this retaining wall. Because all this area has dropped and the concrete cracked, the longer term plan is for all this concrete to be removed and redone. That can't be done until the retaining wall has been rebuilt. Next step with this is to remove the ribbon of concrete between this cut and the wall so that I can dig out behind the wall before removing the wall. The reason for doing this is that I don't want all the pea metal and stuff that's retained behind the wall to end up in the garden below. And Kathy doesn't either. The rebuild of the wall is probably some months away, but cutting the concrete means that I can remove the concrete and then there are no precluding steps before the wall can be done. I have a frog. No, not the one in the pond. Actually, I haven't seen the frog for a while, so don't know whether it's gone elsewhere or what. But so 2 cuts here. This is where the plan for the sewer to go through here and then head off down that direction. And this cut that I did down here is so that the new water main for this house can come through here and go up to the filters up in there, so it'll go under the concrete here, well, and then across and head down that way. Now I will take the concrete cutter back. and then move on to the next thing, whatever that might be. I haven't quite decided what the rest of the day is going to look like at this point, but that's that little bit done. As I viewed this bit of video, my mind went to the cartoons where prisoners were doing hard labour. Fortunately, there were no chains involved in this. As you will see later, I did make this cut only just far enough away from the concrete footing around the post that is holding up the deck. Good afternoon. You can no doubt hear the chipper in the background. Been going all day, and chainsaws. But on the home front, a couple of things happened today. The geotech engineer came this morning and was reasonably positive about what could be done, should be done, whatever. We shall see where that goes. And then this afternoon I received a telephone call from the power company wanting to come with a contractor to have a look, and they left not too long ago. So the contractor's gone away to actually figure out if the machine will do the elevation that's required. So obviously with a horizontal boring machine you can only bend it so much, in other words bend the drill, and so he's gone away to have a bit of a look at that. And so it's been quite a good day from that perspective, a few things progressing. And you would have seen that I dug out down here. This is where the water main is going to go in. Fortuitously, when I cut this concrete, it is, but only just, far enough away from the concrete for this post that I will be able to get the pipe through there. If I'd come this way any further with the cut, that could have been a problem, but it's not. So that's good, and I'm going to go and have a cuppa now. Our water is going to go off in about an hour, I think. The water main down on the street has ruptured, and so there's water everywhere at the moment, and they need to turn the whole street off to repair it. So a nice man came up the drive and told us they were going to turn it off. So we are now prepared for that inevitable eventuality. Bye. You may be able to tell from the long shadows in the background, but this was near the end of the day. I wanted to give the concrete a bit of a whack to see how easy it was going to be to remove this part of the path. If it had been more difficult than it was, I would have made a plan to go and hire an electric hammer drill of some sort. As you will see, it was reasonably straightforward, so no need for anything more destructive. That's obviously going to come out reasonably easily, so that might be a tomorrow job, I think. See you later. It has been quite a pleasant day today. You can no doubt see the blue sky behind me. For the most part, it's been a gardening day one way and another. So planted some cauliflower and broccoli, but also Kathy has been busy. Let's go and have a look. In this section here, so that we are now all ready for the plumber. So there used to be a whole lot of plants just in here, and when there was an azalea down here that was looking a bit sad, so that got biffed, and all of those there have been moved kind of down here and along here, and that's had a trim up as well. I'll need to protect that when the plumber's here because they've got big boots. So we are now all ready for them. I still haven't heard back from the power company, but I expect I will in the next few days, and then that will also be on track. And today I also gave the strawberries a good going over and removed quite a lot of the runners and bit of, taken root and sorted out some other things, and I even got a half a bowl of strawberries out of it, so they'll be for dinner tonight. I think that's it. See you later. This is a little, in case you're interested, or you're probably not, but that's okay. So these are my old work gloves, and they've given up the ghost in various places, particularly around here and all those good things. The other day I purchased not another pair of those, but these ones here. And I'd have to say I'm actually quite pleased with them. They're holding up okay so far, but I mean, it's early days. But one of the things that I found really good is that on these ones, the Velcro strips that keep them closed open upwards, if you like. So on your wrist they open up towards your thumb. And I was forever catching them on things, and they would, you know, when you stick your hand in, and it would unpeel, which is a pain. These ones go the opposite way, so they actually go down, which is great. They stay closed, and for that reason alone I'm finding them quite good. There you go, little cameo. Excuse my slightly dishevelled appearance. I now have all the concrete out that I need to have out before the plumber comes. Now I'll just explain what and why. The bit that I took out of here is so that the sewer pipe can come down through here. And then the bit that I took out of here is so that the water pipe can continue up here, because it goes into our house just right there. And then the piece that I took out of here is because if I line up here, I think you can see down here is where the stormwater and water and things go, and so the sewer is going to go just on this side of that. So rather than having to come out here and then back around like that, I've just taken the corner off this so that we can tuck the sewer around here and carry on down the hill. That's the plan. And it started to spit a bit when I first came out, and I thought, I don't care, I'm going to carry on and do it anyway. And now the spitting has stopped. It's supposed to be a bit on and off today, as per the sky. Sunny, cloudy. I'll see you later, and hope you've enjoyed this part of the journey. Bye. Yesterday, hopefully you can hear me with this wind. Yesterday the wind arrived in the evening and then the rain. Fortunately not too much rain. And then this morning it was cloudy and then the wind kicked up and blew the clouds away, and now it's blowing some more clouds in. It hasn't actually rained today, which has been good. I was going to say something, I can't think what it was.